Hi Sagittarius, it's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. Today we have another cool tarot reading. Yes, we do, and we hope you guys are all well. And yeah, happy fall, definitely, right? And yeah, all those, I guess all those Oktoberfest things are coming. They are, yeah, and if you like that, beer in cold weather, beer and, you know, a little colder than not exactly like winter, right? Flannel shirts, I guess that's what Oktoberfest is about. Yeah, let's see what we have for you guys. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and anybody who resonates, because it is a reading for the collective. We have the Master and the Disciple, and we have this is Futura, which is like the future, right? So we have somebody, Sagittarius, you might have learned a lot, right? And, you know, this is very Sagittarius. I didn't know this when I was young, right? I mean, I wasn't an astrologer, I wasn't a tarot reader, or anything like that. But Sagittarius, the ninth house of higher realms, right? And they say higher education sometimes, but philosophy, spiritual studies, it can be both, right? Or it can be like higher education in terms of the university. It doesn't always have to be. Sometimes you're an astrologer or some type of higher studies, right? Or of higher realms. And here is the Master and here is the Disciple. And he's being very humble and he's kind of drying these cups. But, you know, he is a disciple or a student under the sage, or, you know, maybe he's a religious man. He looks like he's actually a Jewish, you know, like a Jewish master. I'm not sure what they, it's not exact. Maybe it is the, I forget what they call the man who was the Jewish kind of, instead of the Pope or the priest or whatever. I forget his name, yeah, or his you know, his position or his title, yeah. But, you know, regardless, this is about learning and maybe understanding, honestly, that somebody's a spiritual being here, right? It's trusting their intuition. Could be transformation, because Fortuna is about, it can be about healing or receiving the light. And that's what he's doing. He's receiving the light. He has his hands up in the air, and here's corn here, and here's grapes here, you know, but he is definitely receiving that. Yeah, and here we have the Sagittarius glyph here as well. And so, yeah, this is about like higher realms and higher ideals, but it's really about kind of your intuition. Somebody's in a different place than they used to be, psychologically and spiritually. They are. And some people like to just call it psychologically, right? And it is spiritually is very psychological. Let's see, we're using these cards here, and yeah, and this is kind of a naked deck, so we're going to kind of be very careful here. And we have Beyond Words, and so we're going to cover this, right? And so we have to, right? We do. And so he is, you know, holding her breast here, and we will just cover that part. And it's hard to see him. He has, or it's a woman actually. She has her head, looks like another woman, but she has her head behind the other woman, and, you know, she's holding her breast. I can't show you that part, but Beyond Words. So there's something here that is, you know, somebody feels like this is an out of this world love. That's what that means. Yeah. Let's see what the Chinese cards have to say. Very cool. Chinese wisdom here. Yes. And we will say Chinese because it's very cool, right? Very, very cool. We will. This is one of their decks. I also have the ancient Chinese wisdom, the Tao. And, you know, many cultures, many countries have their own, right? Yeah. I know the Tibetans follow the Tao. I'm pretty sure they do. Let's see what we have. And, yeah. Okay, so there's some type of challenge coming up here. And we have the Wish card. All right. And we have health. All right. So health could be about, health is kind of a trip card, but, you know, it can be about, next to the Wish card, it's like somebody, if I get my wish, it could really kind of make me feel healthy, kind of. Or somebody could be really in their kind of spiritual health. Let's look at that card and see what they have to say here for that in these very cool cards. And this is pay attention to diet and exercise more, detox or de-stress. All right. So I said there's some kind of challenge here, and that's what it is. Yeah, and so this is just basic down-to-earth health, right? I mean, but there was a challenge here. Somebody was stressed out in this reading because of the master and the disciple. This is like difficult disciplines, difficult learning, like kind of like a Saturn thing. And they're not showing Saturn there, though. So, they're showing Sagittarius because of these spiritual studies, and they are showing Gemini and Taurus both. So Gemini is, Gemini is about the higher mind, but it is more like intellectual. It's not spiritual. No, it's not. And then down here we have Taurus, right? Yeah, Taurus can be kind of about the practical, can be about values. So when we see him learning here, he understands where his values are. Somebody learns in the hard way. That's how it always is, though. Yeah, I don't know anybody who learned the easy way, right? Talk to people kind of they mention their childhood, like, yeah, this happened, that happened, ouch, right? I mean, but, we get over it. We grow, we become more mature as we age, and we get over that. But it does bring wisdom. Yeah, it does. Let's see what these cards have to say, Sagittarius, for you guys today. And if you like your own psychic reading, you may always get one. A Silvergrad. They're accurate. They're a lot of fun. We do them on the phone or over a video call. Yeah, and you can book that below in the description box. Thank you so much. Let's see what we have here. And yeah, and it could be about you or anybody else, but it is an experience. Yeah, it is. So let's see, we have the Six of Wands reversed and the Five of Pentacles. So these two cards alone speak of challenges. Yeah, they do. And, this can talk about somebody's health right here, the Five of Pentacles. It can talk about somebody's being left out here. It can talk about I felt a lack in my life and I learned through my intuition here. This is so spiritual, these two cards together. It is a very spiritual deck, it is, but still there are cards that aren't as spiritual as those that are together. Yes, exactly. And out of the sky comes this kind of ray of light here, right? This insight, and it brings healing. And then, the temple is in the back here, right? And so, yeah, interesting about, I just wanted to bring this up because for me, Jesus is he was a mystic and a prophet. He was a healer. And so he came from a tribe of astrologers. This is how I have come to understand. Greg Braden, I think, talks about this a little bit, but a lot of the kind of, I'll call him an ascended master because I really feel like he is in his way for sure. But Jesus said, before you enter the temple, forgive. Yeah. And so forgiveness, maybe there's forgiveness here, but it's really important, right? And because we see somebody in their higher realms over here, so maybe there has to be, and we see challenges, right? Five of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords here, and the Six of Wands reversed. These are all challenging cards together, this combination. We have the Four of Cups, could be a rejection. That is challenging. The Queen of Swords is in the reading, and she is asking or discerning, and that shows up in the past, and that's good because somebody's not acting here. This could be you, your person. This is a deep reading. Somebody's not acting here out of immaturity or impulsivity. No, there's a major maturity here, especially when we see the master and the disciple, right? Yeah, and so now we have the Strength card and the Knight of Wands. And so what we have down here, as I look at this reading, we can call it different placements, but I like to call this kind of the current and the past, and this down here can be more of the future. We start down here with the Strength card, which is about the future. That is that in the placement. Seven of Swords reversed, a Fool card. See, the Fool is sitting here in the hopes and the desires, but the bottom here is more about this is about the present and the past, and this is more about the present and the future down here on the bottom. So the Fool and the Strength card are showing the beautiful future going on here for you, Sagittarius, or someone else, or both of you. And when I say someone else, I mean someone who is in love with you, something like that. Or so there's some type of major soul contract going on. I don't mean your neighbor or, I don't know, your friend and, she's calling you about her highlights or, some problem her fingernail broke. No. Right? That can be a problem though, right? I mean, I'm not into long fingernails, so yeah, it just never really kind of occurred to me. One time I had some long fake nails and I was playing softball, and that I almost took my finger off. So there we go. Let's get back to this, right, Sagittarius? Here's the future down here. It's very beautiful. The Strength card, the Fool, and the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is in the potential outcome. Somebody is on their way, especially next to the Fool card. Somebody's on their way here to pick you up, yeah, to ask you to, do you want to spend the rest of your life with me? Do you want to go traveling around the world? Do you want to be engaged? I mean, it's just all beautiful stuff. That's what's going on. And so the Seven of Swords is here too, and that is in the environment. So this is either a plan that has already been executed or somebody feels guilty. Now, maybe there is guilt because of the Five of Pentacles and the Six of Wands and the Four of Cups, where somebody could be rejected. This can talk about a relationship that ends and a new one. But somebody, if that is the case, somebody has learned, or they have learned so much, or maybe already in a relationship with you, Sagittarius, that this person is like metamorphosizing or morphing over, like morphing here. And nothing happens overnight, but this is a complete metamorphosis. And here we have the Queen of Swords in the past. So we know that this didn't happen in the past because she was doing her discernment in the past. So it didn't happen overnight. That's what that means. Yeah, and it does. And so just like the master and the disciple, he is learning like little by little, right? This is his like apprenticeship. And I don't know if they call that when you go study, like, I don't know, the Kabbalah or, they're not in India, but, if you go off to study in the East, perhaps, yeah, it's a little bit learning, it's gradual learning. It's like a discipline, right? Yeah. And so like at the university, you don't get over there and just graduate. No, you don't. And so, yeah. Okay, so let's look at this over here. We have that Six of Wands reversed, Five of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. Look, you can see by the cards here that something's going on, right? This man is kind of getting into attack the Knight. These people are outside and, his eye is injured. His foot, he's got injuries on his legs, right? It's snowing and he's outside in the cold. And then the Six of Wands, is here reversed and he's on top of his horse, in this victory pose. So we see like a problem here. Something is kind of like destroyed here, and it's all destroyed because somebody has courage. They have some type of healing as well, because Fortuna here, which really means the future, is also about healing. And we see the man like, receiving the light, but he's receiving healing as well. Yeah, he is. Very cool. And so, yeah, and so let's get a card though on the Six of Wands reversed, because that is the overall energy. In fact, let's get a card rather on the Five of Pentacles in the challenge. So it looks like somebody gets left out here, or some type of way of being, like some type of thinking, belief system where about lack, right? Could be poor emotional health sometimes, but you're like, oh my God. But this is really about kind of a lack here that somebody grows out of. Maybe kind of and they get so wise. They're like, why should I have that when I can have my wish right here? And you are the wish, I believe. The Moon card showing up here. Yeah, this is, wow, in the challenge. This is very emotional. There could be a Cancerian in the reading. We have an air sign over here, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. Leo is here with the Strength card, and the Fool can be Aries. So it can be anybody, though, in the reading, right? Could be these energies that are in your chart, right? Definitely, right? That's how it works. And so here, this is something very challenging, sitting in the challenge. Yeah, or the crossing energy. And we'll get one more card here on the Six of Wands with the Devil. Look how challenging this is here. The Devil and the Six of Wands. Somebody felt really stuck, and stuck is not a good word. Somebody felt like really emotional and very restricted when we see the Five of Pentacles and the Devil, and we have the Wish card over here. So somebody was in a relationship or in some situation. It could be a business relationship. It's possible. It's always possible. But this is, more about love, I believe. And so, but it is about psychology and learning and, raising your consciousness, like raising your energy, right? And your awareness, both. And that's what really consciousness is. But here, look at the Devil with the Six of Wands. This is like some type of defeat right here. Or I have to let something go here that, excuse me, you guys, that I feel like I'm not able to overcome. In other words, I can't really fix it. So I need to move on. Here's the Knight of Swords being very aggressive about it. Yeah, this is emotional when we see these two people outside of this church and, with these problems here, this broken leg and, an eye patch and, right. And she's like, she's looking like, well, maybe we have an opportunity around the corner here. You can tell by her face. And then the moon is with it, with the dogs howling. This is the challenge. In the past was, let me figure out my life. Queen of Swords. That's what's going on. And the mindset here is I'm either bored or I'm rejecting this. It's either one. I'm unhappy. So let's get a card here on this environment, the Seven of Swords reversed, and we're going to call and now we have the Two of Wands reversed. And that is indeed reversed because these are in the upright. Yeah, I just wanted to check on that. And so this means that a plan has been kind of executed here to step out of whatever the Five of Pentacles is connected to, and this Four of Cups. And here's the Two of Wands reversed. This is like, I've been at a crossroads for a while, but I have already chosen my plan, and I'm moving away from this over here. And the Fool and the Knight of Cups and the reading. And very beautiful. I'm going to take a chance on a new future. Here's the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is coming with courage and love. And we know that because we have, here we have the Strength card. Okay, we're going to end this reading. Thank you so much, you guys, for joining me. Get your psychic reading, right? Yeah, lots of fun here. Okay, bye, you guys.